Fellow First Killers. Initially, when I started watching First Kill, I became fascinated with the show because of its boldness from the jump. The dream sequence makeout scene, of course, was amazing. Equally as impressive was the pantry makeout scene. But to top it all off, having two lead lesbian characters in a biracial relationship, and it was normalized and not a source of conflict, I was absolutely hooked. It's important to note, I'm a sucker for a good love story, especially involving vampires. At first, admittedly, this series was a guilty pleasure. But as the characters started to develop, especially Calliette, whose story mirrored my high school experience as a confused teen lesbian, I became invested in this love story, in these characters, and in these families. By the time I got to episode 8, I found myself sobbing like I did when I broke up with my first girlfriend. Relating to Talia having felt the pain of losing someone so close, knowing how a betrayal feels like it's the end of the world, and resonating with Cal's frustration, hurt, and confusion. I was a damn wreck, and now, wholeheartedly devoted to this campy, low-budget Netflix series, First Kill. Being left with so many hanging storylines at the end, I had to have more content and background on this groundbreaking show I was now infatuated with. So the online searches began, and unexpectedly, I fell in love with the love story behind the scenes of First Kill. It was the authenticity of the cast and crew that drew me in. The undeniable chemistry between everyone on screen now made sense. These people actually care for one another. As I viewed many interviews with the cast on YouTube, listened to live and recorded podcasts, and watched live feeds on the mini socials, I couldn't get over how much everyone gushed over each other for the first 5 to 10 minutes of each of these interviews. In a world full of inauthenticity and conflict, this is what I know others need to see and what I wish they saw more of. The intentional representation on set, with cast, crew, producers, and support staff, is something to be admired and celebrated. For all of these reasons and more, this is why, as a devoted fan, I celebrate First Kill, despite the unfortunate decision by Netflix to cancel the series. The inclusivity, love, respect, support, and admiration between the entire First Kill family is something that is rare and needed. My heart is truly full every time I have the opportunity to see these interactions. It hurts knowing that more often than not, lining pockets is more important than doing the right thing. Representation matters more than anything else in this world. Diversity is the greatest strength among the human race. We all want to be loved and embraced for who we are. We want to see ourselves represented in mainstream media to provide validation. And ultimately, we want others to understand why this is so very important. I am still hopeful that the little show that could will prevail by getting a second home that recognizes the gem that First Kill is, embracing the show as much as myself and the entire First Kill fandom has. I will continue to rally for the show because it's the right thing to do, and what we so desperately need in underrepresented communities. I will always be a First Killer. Love, raeZur.b.